It's called camping. Oh, good morning! This is my TV! Well, good afternoon, daddies and mommies and daddies that puff, aka puff daddies. It is Thursday. It's June 9th, 2022, aka America in crisis. So we're going camping this weekend. We are very fortunate to have bought, I spent probably a couple grand last summer through fall on everything I need for fly fishing. All brand new camping gear. I had some stuff, but I needed a brand new sleeping bag and tent, all that crap. Spent a lot of money, spent a lot of time assembling it all. But we went out. You saw the 4-part video series on the Allegheny camping. And then there was another Allegheny camping trip where my hard drive corrupted and I lost all the footage. That's the tracker. Put a lot into getting stocked and all set for fly fishing, which I'm now evolving to actually trying to understand what flies to use. We've caught some fish, so now we're trying to enhance the fishing versus just getting all set up. Same thing goes for camping. Tents, bags, stove, storage, utensils, all kinds of stuff. All of that has been battle tested. We have enhanced ourselves to know what we need, what we don't need, what we want to do better, what we don't need to do at all. Gas here in Cleveland as of this morning is $5.09. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not blaming anybody's sides or Russia or Biden or oil. I don't really care. But $5 a gallon with a 22-gallon tank on the Silverado and a 11-gallon tank on the Tracker. We went to the Allegheny last week, and between the two of us, including tolls, it was $90 a piece. So you're talking about $80 in gas for the boat and for the Silverado, and another, call it $10 in tolls. It's like $8 each way. So thank you, America, for people that work hard. And we're not rich, but we make decent money for our age. We work hard, play hard. I don't know if I want to say I can't afford it, but I don't want to afford it. I can't spend $100 in gasoline just to go for the day to the Allegheny. So rant over. So now that I've ranted about the state of the economy and the price of gasoline, I've only been out about 5 times this year on the boat so far. And you're talking it's mid-June. That is well below average. It sucks, but it is what it is. The godsend and saving grace of all this, thank you to Uncle Canada, was getting into fly fishing. On top of buying the camping gear and all that too, because now we have it to use. Obviously you buy it, you have it, you use it, take care of it, it's gonna last. So we are going deep into PA this weekend, 3-hour solid drive into the actual Allegheny National Forest. We are going to camp and fish 2 days on a Class A stream. Class A meaning it is cold water, it is stocked and has natural reproduction. So I didn't want to bore you with all the details of what's going on, packing up the gear, but we got wet shoes, wading boots, fly rod. My tent is all rolled, lawn chairs or camping chairs, 5 nice beers, aka 2.5 a piece, fishing book bag, this LL Bean book bag. And then we got our Wanigan. Oh, that guy's really cool. We got our Wanigan, we got utensils in there, a nice table, pots and pans, dish rags, rope, knives, camp fuel, which you can't see because it's in there, and then the camp stove. I guess the idea behind it is catching a lot of fish will make the video longer, but I'm going to try and make this another 2-part video. There's not going to be as much as far as preparations or setup and all that with like the last videos. I think that was 4 parts and they were a half hour each, which is cool. I like going back and watching those. I kind of have the preference now where I'd rather watch a YouTube video from one of my outdoor influencers or a fisherman that's 15 plus minutes long versus 10 or under. There's not going to be any of that 10 car or pellet head bullshit either. I mean, Canada can do what he wants, but I don't do that. No 10 car or pellet heads. So we have a few things on the menu that I need to grab. Big sandwich, beef and cheese, sausage patties, something else. I got to look at my list. Always good to make lists for camping and food preparation. So every time you're getting ready to go, you just know exactly what you got to get done. So this is one bag of food. Got everything you saw. And then a box of powdered donuts for Mrs. Puff Puff. So pretty much set. But this, one bag of food. Not only is gas $5.09, but this, 30 bucks. Almost 30 bucks for this. It's ridiculous. And I have a bass boat right here that's paid off. I have a truck that, you know, I use it. It's a vehicle. People, in my book anyway, a lot of people consider acceptable debt to be your homes and your cars, whatever your rent is and whatever you use to get around. But when gas is over even $3, $4, $5, food prices are up almost 15%. I mean, you're talking, if we're taking the boat this weekend for a 2-day trip, that's a full tank of gas in the truck, 22 gallons times $5, so call it 120 bucks bare minimum. 11 gallons in the boat times $5, another call it 55, so call it 175 bucks in gas, plus the food Canada's bringing and the food I'm bringing. So if I spent 30, let's say he spent about the same, so 175 in gas, another, let's just call it even 50 for fun with food. That's $225 just for us to get in the car and actually get to the river. Not to mention if we buy stuff or stop to pee and grab a coffee, and it's just ridiculous. I don't know how sustainable it is. I feel fortunate that I work hard and have a decent job. I'm not rich, but I make enough money to support us. But even just this and the boat that I'm leaning on and gas to go and then all this gear and stuff, it's not sustainable. I know I'm ranting a lot this video. I'll try and edit it up to make it not 8 minutes worth, but of me just ranting, but I don't know. Gear, beer, more gear. So it's the day of the trip. Well, I guess a day later. Uncle Canada should be here to pick me up not too long from now. And then this is actually, I was thinking about it, we're going deep into the Allegheny National Forest. The Allegheny River does run through it, but it is also further than any other fishing trip I have ever taken as far as drive time. America. Hi, puppies. Mrs. Puff Puff says hi. I'm Blue Dabba Dee Babba Die. Sure. I was just telling the subscribers how it's nice being able to take this and not both of those, even though that's kind of the legacy. Panda, Phantoms. You know?
Footwork instead of mileage.
I suppose. It's good for, it's chicken soup for the American soul.
Economy for your feet.
Mm.
Hater blockers.
Thick cut.
Thick cut. That's going in.
Look at that ratio.
So
you got your beverages,
I
your
got the
meats.
real deal. I got half of these waters are frozen solid.
Because they can be drank later.
They can be drank later.
She's like, why are you guys, it's like, Dom, like, why are you such a fucking retard? Pure Colombian.
What we taste, notes of raspberry lemonade, honey, vanilla florals.
Oh, very Cleveland. So this is how you pack gear for camping. Everything fits nice and well.
Yeah, it's all your food and shit?
Yeah, I got extra snacks in my day pack. Let me go grab that tote. You want to give them a rundown of what is going on?
En route to JoJo's meal.
A meal and then fishing. And you've been here before?
Yeah. Memorial weekend.
Is it swag?
It's pretty swag.
And you caught, what, you said all 3 species of trout?
Species, triple.
It's the first inaugural camping trip of the year. Thanks, Obama, for the high gas prices. Couldn't even put gas in my fucking tent.
Pilot travel sign.
Isn't it nice that as you get older, you can't drive more than an hour without having to pee?
Yeah, it's a time game.
I find it kind of troubling.
I should put an hourglass in my vehicle.
Or put it in your bladder. I still kind of feel like a goober fishing for pellet heads. On a serious note, I also kind of feel like a goober fishing for 16-inch trout with a 7 weight. That's got to change. But until Obama makes gas prices go back down, I can't buy a new rod. Thanks, Obama.
There we go, Obama.
Pursue your happiness. Well, isn't that a Will Smith movie?
Will and his son, right?
If you go that way about a mile, you're at the Allegheny.
That's true.
And if you go right here, you're at JoJo's.
JoJo's.
Yeah, nice leg of the trip.
That's what they say.
You know, like we the North.
Yeah.
This is the look of a content fisherman who hasn't even caught a fish today. There's a lot to be said and a lot to be desired. I'm not wearing this hat because I fly fish.
That was cool.
So you've been here before, though. You didn't camp, right?
No.
But it is worthy of a camp.
It is worthy of camp. And it's worthy to fish.
Word.
It's worthy of a good beer.
A couple, yeah.
So let it be known.
Well, that's why I asked you to run down.
That's the rundown.
So that's what's nice about living in Cleveland, or I mean, I guess any area similar, but we're less than 15 miles, give or take, from Lake Erie. We have all the tributaries of Lake Erie, all the inland lakes, which most places do have. But then we are only, I mean, we've been to 50 different spots within 2 hours of home. And then that 3 to 5 hour mark gives you, if there's 100 spots within 2 hours, if you go 3 to 5 hours, you have 600 spots. So on a nice weekend like this, take a nice little drive, spend the night in the woods, and fish some top tier American trout streams.
Entering the forest.
Turn left.
We're definitely off in the cut now. We just entered the Allegheny National Forest. Aye. So,
There you go.
So I just stopped to pee. We're like 10 miles from where we need to go on this gravel road. 4 cars just drove by, which is very odd because we're off in the cut. And these guys stopped. They're in this Jeep wearing all kinds of gear. And they asked us if we were part of the Bigfoot tour and if this was a stop. Like, what the hell are you talking about? And then we realized those cars all went by in a parade. They were stragglers. And I guess they're on some kind of Bigfoot adventure, hunting Bigfoot out here or something. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Yes.
It's like that tree that's down like that.
Right.
And then you see how there's a lot more foliage here than over here. It's because you're allowed to go there, but not here.
It's like a boundary line.
Right, yeah, natural. You see, like, they made clearings here, like, why there's sunlight, because they wanted, you
There's
know.
a couple shots.
That was them, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of bugs out, too. I'm glad I brought my bug spray. So we saw this on the map. Looks like a nice campsite back here. There's a babbling stream right behind us, which is a tributary of the river we're going to be fishing. So we got fresh water. Gonna hike in, try and find a nice tent site. get a little set up. And we're leaving all the food and crap in the car. We'll cook here.
We don't have to. It might be an easy walk with some of the stuff, and we'll just put it all back at night.
Right.
Probably what we'll do.
Yeah.
Just clean everything up before we go to bed and
right.
put it all in the car.
Yeah, square deal. Can't be that far in. So I stopped recording because it's about 8 miles later. Actually, just kidding. It's been like 10 minutes. Actually, just kidding. It's been like 30 seconds. Yeah, this is prime. Very sustainable.
Yeah.
And look at that water access. So this is tributary X. Yeah, you got water right there.
You want to set our shit down and go take a look at the river?
Yeah, I'm down.
This is fine. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Maybe even right over there, but this looks flat as shit.
Right. So we're not even a quarter mile from the car. Here's a pool here.
Yeah.
Always nice to have fresh water. You can get in there and drink that. If you want a life straw, look at the various bug species. You can get a life straw if you want, but unless it's stagnant, that's going to be better than anything you're drinking from your tap.
Indeed.
We can't be far. This is leveling off like it's about to confluence.
We're real close. There's a little slot right there, actually, where all these meet.
So this is Salmon Creek in the Allegheny National Forest.
Yes, it is.
Feel free to come out here because you're not stepping on my toes. This is a hole right here.
So
and then there's another one right there.
Pretty much there. Down. I didn't go that way.
How far down did you go?
Shit, almost to the Pioneer Creek.
How far is that as the crow flies? A couple miles?
As the fisherman walks, it was 5 hours.
Okay. There and back?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, here will be our first mission is to pick up a bottle cap that some savage left behind. Starting off right. You said this is a brook trout stream?
Yeah.
I'm digging the temperature. So the first video time lapse was just under 14 minutes. That was just under 8. So you just saw us set up a fly and 2 tents in about 20 solid minutes. I'm gonna get some water. That's all the gear though. Only thing we have left to do is cook if we ever need to, or when. So Canadians they're much more bougie than Americans. Is that for the pillow?
For the whole mattress.
Did you buy a new mattress?
No, it's the same one.
From last year?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I thought you had like a thermarest.
No.
Huh. As you can see, we're right next to a water source, which is also babbling.
Deployed.
It's about as basic camping as you can get, though. What is that?
Making a perimeter.
Oh, do you think that works?
I don't know.
Can't hurt. It's definitely the kind of night where you want to check all your zippers.
Yeah. We definitely want to button down the hatches before we dip for fishing.
Yeah, 100%.
Another little T-stone comes through.
So camp, got your one again, your stove, your jewelry, our cooler. Camp. What did you say? There's a token here?
It's like wedged in the tree.
Oh yeah, that's cool. My eyes are too bad, but if you want to pause and zoom in, you can read that. Oh, it's a God something. Needgod.com it says. I mean, I'll accept that. Oh, there's a nice woolly bear right here too. So under an hour. Got here about 4:20, 4:30. It's now 5:10. Everything is set up. Everything is here. We have ready access to water. Less than 100 yards from our first fishing spot. Got 4 solid hours to fish tonight. Get up at first light, cook. Something about being out here is just, I don't know. And we're off. Well, this should be interesting. Yeah. Mike's Cereal Shack. So it's now 5:30. Everything's square. We're tied. Wet waiting. and we have several hours to fish. Puff puff. First camping trip of the year, new lands, foraging.
For the day. Little sucker.
Little guy.
What's his name?
His name's gonna be Tony Rice. Little guy. Yeah, he almost looks like a bass, but he's not.
Looks like a...
He's
gone.
I'm definitely gonna have to work for the fish out here, but they're here.
Little unit.
It is a nice looking hole. I don't know what that is. Is that a fridge? Looks like a fridge. Or a stove. Looks like a stove, actually. Some kind of old oven.
Another chop?
Got him? Yeah, I'm just gonna let him go. His name's Chuck Charles.
Charles Chop, yeah.
Two fish.
Interchangeable.
I'm gonna take a couple more if you don't care.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we're working for him. Got 2 little chubs. I definitely count them out here doing this. So 2 fish. Still got plenty of time. Beautiful scenery, new areas. It's tight quarters, but definitely get your practice casts in. Learn on the fly. Pun intended.
Can't see shit.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
Oh no.
latching. You can get that.
Lapping back to me.
Just walk out to that V. It's like a 6. You got it?
Third chud.
He's the biggest of the 3. Sorry, buddy.
It's amazing. They like that.
All right. Oh, his name is Chud. Thank you, buddy.
Well done.
Want to try it?
True.
Little Cornelius.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't see many people. Well,
No. He seems shocked.
have a good day. I bet Chris Pratt's in the woods somewhere.
Yeah. Training. Ooh, I hit my hater blocker.
Mm.
Training raptors.
I like this little curve.
Yeah. Means well. Dude, your
Chub.
biggest the chub.
Chub of the day. They're getting up in
Quattro chubs.
That's a big chub. He's like,
They're loving that pheasant tail.
yep, sorry, buddy. Oh,
Oh, he said I gotta head out, but we can't.
oh, 4 little creek chubs. It's nice out here.
Okay.
Canada with number 1.
Number 1 chub.
What's his name?
Miles Straw.
Miles Straw. Playing outfield.
Yeah.
All right, well, you're on.
Here I am. Number 5 chub.
That was a brook trout.
Damn.
Brook trout. You fell right
You saw the colors?
Yeah, 100%.
Damn. It's all right.
Does that count?
It counts. I got it on film.
Just fucking make it a little trout.
Yeah. Something's up.
And it's
Land of the Chups.
number. This is my 6th chub.
Yeah.
6th fish overall.
Wow. Throwing the hammer down. Chup Legend.
At least we're catching something.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Chup Legend.
Chup Legend.
Oh, he's tossing and turning.
So what is that? 7 chups and a brook trout.
Yeah.
Not bad for under 2 hours.
You're up. Chup Legends.
We're catching something.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Chup Legend.
Chup Legend.
Oh, he's tossing and turning. I didn't really disturb it.
All right.
Trying to sneak back out here. Get my line in.
Where I want to get a little bit, when I get my full weight, what is this, a 9-foot rod, I think? I think I want to get an 8-foot. What is it?
It's a Brook trout.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a pretty decent size. Nice, okay. Well, that's
He came up to the top.
double digits.
That's a relief.
Yes, it is.
Let's take a look at him, huh?
Nice. That's a good size trout. A little brookie. Good size for a brookie. Nice, beautiful. It's a natural, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natural brookie.
On the top fly.
Look at that coloration.
Yeah, so beautiful.
Got it. We'll call this one Charles Nagy.
Nagy, Chuck.
Nagy, however you want to.
I'm a Nagy guy.
Yeah. So I had his rookie card growing up. It was my prized possession.
Probably worth like $12 right now. Yeah, nice little guy. Yeah. That's what we came out here for, among other
Beautiful.
things. Yeah. Well, that'll.
That brightens the day.
It does.
When the beer cracks.
Oh. All right. Swag.
You ready?
Well, so I've got 6 chups and a brookie. You've got 2 chups and a brookie.
Yeah.
So that's 10 fish. I mean,
Happy about that.
that's still action, nonstop almost.
I'm happy about that.
I'll take it, or you'll take it. Go ahead and hit it again.
You're up.
You sure?
Yeah. You see how I was.
My 7th fish, 6th chup.
6 chup.
Sorry, buddy. A lot of little fishes in action. No brooks, no browns or rainbows yet, but it's double digits in 2 hours, give or take. So things are happening.
Indeed.
Zone money. Oh. You gotta walk it out. Who sings that? Chingy or something?
Yeah, you might be right.
I think it's like Chingy or Gorilla Zoe or something.
I'd walk it out.
Right. Someone that only had one song. That's a fish on camera too. Little Lazarus. Is it a brook? No, it's a little
Chup.
chup. Well, that was live.
Yeah. Chup Live. That's what his name's gonna be.
Chup live. Okay.
So he's always live.
No, yeah, live. And for some odd reason, he brought his 7-weight too. I don't have a choice. He did.
Yeah, I fucked up a little bit.
It's okay.
Fishing.
You're a huge fly fisherman.
I guess. The night of chops.
Still fun.
It is.
So I've got 7 Chuppy McGuups and a Brook. He's got 3 Chuppies and a Brook. I don't really have expectations coming to all these new spots and trying all this new stuff. It's nice to just link into fish, and it's all practice when you're still new. Newer anyway. But we still have tomorrow. Still caught some fish. Still have camping to look forward to and amenities. So, at least there's no pellet head so far.
Sure.
You didn't hear me say that?
Did not.
Let me give it a rundown.
Rundown. We caught fish. We explored. We're having fun.
More fun to be had.
More fun to be had. More brown trout would be more fun, but.
Well, 8:20. A dozen fish between the two of us. Now it's time to go enjoy. Sorry, we just came all the way up that. You can't tell, but that's like 150 yards of Radagast. Not an insult to Radagast, but the roustabouts on the sled would have really helped right there.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them try.
I'd like to see them try.
I still say we did pretty well, but it wasn't the proper species per se. Not the target intended. There are talks among inner circles of potentially just trying a new spot in the morning.
Yeah.
So we will keep you posted on our progress. It's beautiful up here. Well, it's like 8:45-ish back at camp. At least we caught fish. I'm not mad.
Yeah, I'm still happy we got out.
About to crack a couple beers, eat some sandwiches. We got a babbling brook right there, fresh water. I think the plan is tomorrow to go back to a spot we know we have better odds at. Not that we don't want to try again here, but the 3 solid hours here versus driving an hour back west tomorrow to a spot we're much more confident in. We'll get to sleep tonight, drive an hour back, fish. If we do well, we're at a prime spot all day. And if we are busted or do similar to today, which wasn't bad, then, at least we're only 2 hours home. And so hang tight. Plans can change, and we're still in good position. Swag, yeah. So this is, like I said in the earlier video, when you're in Northeast Ohio, you go to Mark's. Look at that ratio of meat to cheese.
Yeah, understand that this is going to be delicious.
Why don't you open that? I want to see the look on your face when you take your first bite.
See this?
So brought 2 beers apiece. Another regular to the channel, the Fatheads Brewery, Middleburg Heights, Ohio. My favorite personal beer.
Let's do it. Cheers.
The Headhunter IPA. It's delicious.
Cheers.
And you got the Great Lakes, another Cleveland beer. So we're repping local.
Yeah.
What is that? The Tropicoastal. We've had these before. So cheers. One for the land,
to,
one for the Z, one for me.
Still being able to hike around.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this here.
Oh!
Put the iPad.
He brought his iPad, and Dumb and Dumber is preloaded.
Yeah.
Just the look of content. Watching Dumb and Dumber.
Preloaded.
With the JBL speaker, so not only do we have sound, but we have premium sound.
Yeah, like when he goes, "What's the most annoying noise in the world?"
We'll have to film that part.
The birds will hear it.
They will. Sleeping will be a pleasure. Yeah. I do have to say, somebody camped here last night, though. And when we rolled up, all of a sudden I saw smoke. And whoever camped here last night's a moron. Always put out your fire. Like, douse it completely. Like, 100% completely. Because no one was here when we arrived. 4 o'clock. It's now almost 9 o'clock, and this has been going since. Still embering.
So imagine if there was like dry brush around.
If it was dry season, yeah, that would be
a problem.
Potentially a big problem. I don't know what more you need in life, but enjoy yourselves.
So what exactly is on that deli sandwich? I know there's like cheese.
It's they had the Italian sub, the turkey and cheese sub, and the All-American. I believe I went with the All-American.
Of course.
So lots of meats and lots of cheeses.
Good.
I think the Italian is probably lots of meats and lots of cheeses.
Probably a little bit more on the salami, pepperoni side.
Gabagool.
Yeah.
And I think the turkey and cheese is exactly that. Turkey and cheese.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
I'm not going to do it for them. You got hanging skivvies. So we watched a movie. Changed out of wet underpants. It's like 11 o'clock, time for bed.
Are you giving a rundown?
It's a rundown of, we had beef and cheese, 2 nice beers. I smoked a nice cigar. Watched a nice movie. And we wake up for breakfast. Very sauteed. So, as far as creature comforts, we have everything we need. It was all very comfortable, creature-esque. We fished, have nice accommodations, nice campsite. I have water from a fresh stream, which you can hear. Listen. It's right there. So we wake up, make fresh coffee with fresh stream water and freshly ground coffee beans. And then we will pack up and probably drive to another stream, but that's okay. I'm content. So I'm going to try and go to sleep. Thank you. Good morning. I don't know what it looks like. Not the best night's sleep I ever had, but comfy, cozy, good temperatures, no rain. It's just hard to fall asleep though. That's why you buy the vestibule, aka the front porch.
Because you don't got to bring any wet or dirty shit into your tent.
Definitely nice to wake up to. I had a night terror, this isn't a joke, where something was like shaking my tent and I kept trying to scream and I couldn't scream. And then I woke up spooked and couldn't go back to bed for like 2 hours. And there's no way to know if that was real or not. I have to pee. So you've seen her before in all her glory. The Coleman propane stove. Double burner. Does everything you need it to do. When I would camp in my youth at my camping experiences, we would always cook over a stove. Or we would always cook over a fire. But again, when deciding economically and the amount of effort, all that jazz, the stove is the way to go. Very portable. It is a fossil fuel, but those tanks don't use much at all. This is the third time we've used the same little tank. Always carry an extra. But we don't have to chop wood, build a fire, maintain a fire. If you're cooking 2 or 3 meals, it's 2 or 3 meals worth of firewood you need. And there's if almost no risk of a forest fire. These people's fire is still smoldering a bit. I will be putting that out for them when we are done. And then, yeah, so it's time to get some coffee on. Fresh coffee.
Ground.
I wish you could be here for these smells right now, because it's fucking delightful. Oh.
Edible?
It's bacon. It's called camping. Oh, good morning!
Sound.
How was your slumber?
Good.
Third time with that tent, how does it suit you?
It's actually pretty good, honestly.
I'm very happy with my Eureka Timberline too. That is what the forecast. What does it say?
4 seats. I don't know how to
Force
say
it?
it, but it's an Amazon tent and it's great.
Mm.
Double vestibule, as you can see.
Yes, very candor. It's like when you're setting it up, you're setting up integrity, even if you brought your own.
Yeah, the engineering and accomplishment.
Mm. Shout out to Bob Evans for hooking us up with the breakfast sausage. How enjoyable is that? No words.
No word.
So from the car and the old logging road to camp, I don't even what
Cool, there's these keystones here.
there are. Marquise Grissom, like the entryway.
Let you know.
What does this sign say too? So we probably drove by a few of these without realizing it, but the Forest Service.
I didn't even realize there was a fire pit right here.
Yeah, you parked in it.
Holy shit.
Designated campsite behind this sign. Forest Service, U.S. Department of Agriculture. So this is a federal campsite.
Yeah.
So don't
Don't steal anybody's out here.
Yeah. So I guess that means if you fuck around here, it's a federal crime.
I like it.
But yeah, right back down Trail Kevin.
Yeah, this is a dump of part about this.
The trail?
The trail to the camp, to the river.
Right. You got a nice tributary that serves as means. It's basically like IKEA for camping.
Yeah.
Familiar and okay with. Is that indicator?
Old school bobber.
Yeah. Sounds like something you would use when you go for pellet heads.
Exactly.
We picked up more than we brought too, because we're nice people, reasonable
nice people.
And,
Always good to make a sweep of camp so you know you didn't leave anything behind.
you can tell the last guy camped right here.
Yeah. and then somebody brought a bale of hay for their bed. I guarantee you they intentionally just brought hay to put down as a bedding. Because a lot of people will take like those cedar bows, like that tree right to your left. They'll cut those down and use them as bedding, including one of my heroes, Survivor Man, aka Les Stroud. See, Bear Grylls would just spread out all that ash and roll around in it.
Yeah.
You know?
And then take a piss in it and then drink it.
Right, yeah. We don't do that.
No.
These are all spring-fed streams. There's probably 10 that flow into this. And then this flows into salmon, which is what we were fishing. And it doesn't get any fresher and cleaner. And it's abundant. And my tent was literally right there. So we also had scenic soundscapes. There is a right and wrong way to do things. There's also a better way than not, or your own way, but if you couldn't tell, we keep it pretty simple and get it done. Obviously weather dependent, but something very satisfying and calming, and it's a good riddance of anxiety coming out here. Weather is always the key, but nice campsite, good fishing. All our gear works properly. We eat good, enjoy ourselves a little bit. Don't have any malfeasance or foul play on our own parts either. It's very enjoyable. I highly recommend any of you out there that do trips like we do, or day trips, try overnighters. Get the right gear, but keep it simple. Don't overwhelm yourself with expensive gear, high-tech gear, stuff that's a burden. Decide how you want to do it. Experiment a bit. You can't go wrong. Also, another thing I did notice this morning, I've been to plenty of campsites in my day and seen plenty of rogue dumpies, as I like to call them, aka a dumpy within like 50 yards of main camp. I'm telling them how there's no rogue dumpies around here.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Very nice to know. Like Cock Island, can't really do much there, but you can still hike into the thicket. But, you know, you got to take dumpies into consideration.
You do.
Nothing left behind. Better than we found it. Picked up a lot of trash. There wasn't much, which is nice, but even a little something. Great campsite. One of the better campsites I've ever stayed at. Until next time, I shall return. It's beautiful out here, though. Beautiful morning.
Feels good.
Yeah, it does.
I feel a dump coming now.
Oh. That's definitely Brook Trout.
Yeah.
So again, we are in the National Forest.
Love that font.
Yeah, me too.
National Forest.
The old school, the 1954 or whatever. 96 miles. Yeah, here's one of those shanties. So just like on the Allegheny Trail and all that. Yeah, you could definitely set up a tent on there, or even just sleep on your thermarest. Yeah. Right. Or even if you're just driving through, that's nice. Someone left some extra camp fuel and all kinds of crap.
Little broom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. They put the firewall up, so kind of.
Right, a reflector. It's called Smarts. So your fire.
NCT though.
NCT hiker would enjoy. I don't know. Maybe like a group. Look at that. This has been here since 05 at least. Randy
Check out
was
some log.
Yeah, Randy was here in 05. Oh, that's cool. Is there a pen?
Yeah.
Well, we should put we were here today.
Starts in 14.
The log does. Gilligan.
Gilligan was here.
Skipper too. Yeah, sweet.
Snake. Cool sign.
Right. Yeah, swag.
Very swag.
Anything? Yeah. If they fish the same, if someone comes in on me and they're fishing the same run.
Well, here we are, spot number 2, Lay Dukes.
I will say
A little bit of rain, but it's passing.
It's passed.
Assemble.
Assemble.
So spot number 2. It was nice dodging the rain at camp when we had the option to go somewhere else. We get to follow some rail heritage.
I believe on Google Maps there's a nice hole up there,
In here.
that way, from the map.
It's changing colors as we're watching it too. You can see it's still clear on the banks, but where it's flowing, it's getting milky.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I mean, she probably did. I wish I was a Pennsylvania Railroad engineer and got to navigate all these bridges.
I like when you could still smell the pine and
The creosote-soaked ties.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See that rapid down there?
Right.
And like probably like the tail end is probably legit.
Right. We could always.
So we could maybe snake in like down there.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully. Yeah, that bridge is sweet too. Definitely much bigger water. Yeah, here's a hole right here. Well, right in front of you. Off those rocks. No, it's a brown. Or is it? I can't tell. I think you got them wrapped.
We'll wrap.
Yeah, it's all right though.
We'll go first. Trout.
It's a rainbow. Or is it a brown?
It's a brown. He's damaged though.
Is he?
Check out this fish.
Oh yeah.
Really fucked up.
Pellet head.
Yep.
Real sweet.
He didn't even hook it.
He wanted it though. We saw him come out like 3 different times.
Look
That's
where-
gotta be the same guy.
He foul hooked himself.
Yeah.
Fucking tail here.
Well, counts. What's his name?
Damaged Bill.
Okay.
Because obviously he's been through some shit. I don't know what, but
We'll stock Kevin. Well,
we're gonna get him on his way.
yeah, I feel you.
He's obviously hurting already.
He doesn't know which way to go. Later, buddy. Where'd he go? He just took off upstream. All right, well, trout on. Trout down.
Try down.
Uncle Canada. Seems like a decent one.
Nice brown.
It's a good angle from here. I'm retying my whole rig. That is another brown. Nice.
Nice one.
Woo! He's like twice the size of the other one.
Timmy Longneck.
Long neck.
Yeah.
Vince Gill. Ooh, he's real nice. Is that a natural?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
It's a nice one. Oh, back to the depths for a Timmy. How does that feel?
Feels good.
Oh, okay. Sandy bank. Man, 2 long, hard days is taking its toll. Been out here probably about an hour. Change. I've got 3 little guppy chuppies. He's got those 2 browns. I would really like to get into a rainbow or a brown. Guess we'll see. Got a couple spots left in us. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, this is a nice little beach campsite. There is a campsite back here, you can see. There's a sign posted. Are you retying? Someone's been here recently. They didn't burn their trash. Don't spray paint stuff out here. Animals. I don't know what this says. This is a cool campsite. You probably get here from the path. Another fire ring back here. Yeah, there's a few fire rings over here. Littering law. Well, kind of trashed over here a little bit. What does this say? Provides blah, 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 blah. Yeah, don't leave any of this crap anywhere. Kind of sucks that people even have to be told not to litter or leave crap behind. I mean, I get it if you have a fire and leave some cardboard and crap in the fire ring. That can be burned next time. And I mean, there's definitely an ethics side to it, but in my opinion, it's all just common sense. Like why spray paint trees and spray paint rocks? Even carving your name is kind of a nuisance. I think it's starting to wear on us a little bit. Got a couple spots left and then see what happens. All in all, this should be a good video. Definitely caught fish. Nice cedar grove. They grow out to try to get as much sunlight as possible. They compete. This whole shore is all cedar. But it's a wide river. If it was twice the, or half the distance, it'd be like, we'd be in like a cave almost.
All shade.
Yeah, it'd be cool. A decking over there across the river. Like a cabin.
Crib.
Yeah. Great spot to be. Look at that, those cliffs over there.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So this guy's got it made in the shade. It's the first of its kind I've seen out here too. Everything's pretty isolated. This is too, obviously, but and they got Da Vinci Creek over there.
I
Yeah,
don't even think this is like a house. It's just like his back chill spot.
probably.
Yeah, it's like right in front of that boulder right there.
Da Vinci Creek.
Da Vinci Code Creek.
Uncle Canada with the chuppy. So I fell climbing up a hill and smashed my leg on a tree and it hurts. Not having much luck today. Still a lot of fun. Doing some like practice casting too, just trying to like fan out and hit spots and, you know, target specific spots and areas. You can go practice in a soccer field or football field, but when you have the opportunity to get a couple licks in on the water, it's always nice. Fishing bigger water without much cover around, so you can do your Rodeo Drive. So I think we're almost out of here, but take a few more and still been a fun trip. Hopefully it'll be a good video. Hopefully I'll get a little bit more footage, maybe catch a fish, but still caught 12 fish, I think. Yeah, 8 yesterday and 3 or 4 today. Got my first brookie. Tiny chups, but fish is a fish in my book. Canada caught brookie, couple chups, and then the 2 browns today in that chuppy. So did well. Still fun. You have anything to add as a nightcap? It was fun.
Pennsylvania's fun.
We caught a lot of fish, just not what we were targeting, but I caught.
We saw a lot.
Yeah,
We experienced.
we did. That breakfast.
Right.
I got fuzzies and it's water. I don't even know. All right, well, there's gonna be smells and scenes on the way home, but I'm gonna end it here. So, should be a nice, decent video.
I agree.
I'm not gonna make it 2 parts, so either it'll be, I don't know, it'll be long, robust. So thank you, Puff Puff. Many more to come. And all right, cheers with your Starbucks double shots.
Indeed.
We're not sponsored by them, but I will rep them.
Yeah, I'd like to have some.
So all right, Puff Daddies United. Thank you.
Hope Waters.
Very much, yeah. People canoeing.